Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today we are going to do a fun little video. I couldn't quite decide what video I wanted to come back on, but since today is Friday and also New Year's Eve, I thought it'd be fun to come back and just do a little get ready with me for New Year's Eve / talk about the things that I want to set for my intentions for 2022. So I don't know, you guys might enjoy this. We're just gonna do a little fun little glam look for the evening, even though technically today's the 30th. I'm filming this the day before, and on New Year's Eve I probably am honestly not going to be going out and doing anything because that's just me. So we're going to start out with the Drunk Elephant Bee Hydra face serum. I always start with this as my initial base for my makeup. So we're just going to start by applying that. I should probably put my hair back in a little ponytail. I just love this underneath my makeup. It just, everything goes on so nicely over the top of it. I am breaking out so bad, you guys. It's definitely hormonal, so hopefully, you know, in a couple days it's gonna all clear up and we're gonna be back to normal, but it's what we're working with right now. Okay, so before we get into what I want to talk about for this video, let me know, guys, how was your Christmas? I hope you had the best Christmas. I hope you got to see family. If you didn't, I hope you got to at least talk to family. Yeah, and what are you doing tonight? Are you guys doing anything fun? I will, if you are watching this actually on New Year's Eve getting ready with me, I'll go ahead and read them probably while I'm waiting for the countdown at midnight, because that's gonna be the bulk of my night, you know? So definitely leave some comments so I have something to do. Okay, now that we have my face cream on, face lotion, moisturizer, I'm gonna put on the Farsali Haldy Eyes eye cream. Love this stuff. I'm getting so low. I need to figure out where I can buy another one. I got this at Sephora, but I don't think that they sell it there anymore, so I need to figure out where to buy it, because I actually love this eye cream. Just feel like everything goes on, like, I don't know, just like glows up underneath your eyes, and I love it. And concealer goes over nice. It's perfect. Okay, so I am going to pop up a little picture here on the screen, and this is what I found. I did not like even read anything. I just saw this little graphic that somebody else was using to help kind of set their intentions for the next year, and I was like, I am just gonna save that little icon, or save that little graphic, and we'll just talk about it in the video, and I'll tell you guys my thoughts as they're coming to me. So this is not thought out at all. It's literally just going to be me reading it with you guys and discussing it. So I am going in now with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is just a primer. Fills in the pores, makes everything go on smooth, you know the gist. And let's get into the graphic here. Okay, so I am going to just pick one of these topics, and then I'm going to just kind of think about what I want in that category for the next year, what I want my focus to be. I always do a vision board, and if you guys want me to make my vision board on here, let me know. I'm totally down to do that. I just don't know if that's something that you guys are interested in, since it's not like a typical like content type thing that I would post. But if you want me to, I totally will, because I love doing vision boards each year. But this is gonna just kind of help me get my mind in the right place for creating my vision board. So first topic, let's start with career. Okay, so I haven't told you guys yet, but within my career, am kind of taking a different path. I got a promotion right before Christmas, and I'm so excited about it. So I guess my career goals are, I want to definitely take advantage of this new opportunity to learn and just like develop my skills and just grow in my career. Okay, so foundation, we're doing the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation mixed with a little bit of the Sephora Best Skin Ever. My spray tan is starting to wear off, so I need to mix in the Sephora one just to kind of lighten this guy up a little bit. Okay, so back into career. I really want to use this next year to just like I said, just like grow within my job. I'm gonna be doing something completely different than what I have been doing, so it's gonna be really fun, and I'm so excited about it. I'm just gonna bounce this right over and blend in. So yeah, if you guys want to like kind of wish me some good luck on that, and then that's my goal for my career, I think, and just continue to grow. I've kind of, the last like few years, I've kind of just been like at a standstill with it, where I'm just content and happy with where I'm at, but I'm ready to grow and like just develop more. I also kind of career-wise, I would love to kind of make YouTube be something more. Right now I just kind of post videos every week, post 2 new videos every week, and like I haven't looked into too much of like the analytics side to it and the like purposefully growing it side, if that makes sense. It's easy to just post videos, and some people get lucky where you just post a random video and it just goes viral, but it also, there is like a work behind it, and like there's a side to it that you can put work into it. And yeah, I would like to do that. I think that that would be really cool, and I think that'd be an awesome goal for me for this next year. If you guys want to let me know too down below what, for each of these categories, or even just like 1 or 2 of them, if you guys know like one of your career goals, if you're really excited about a career goal, write it down below, because not only is that going to be fun, it is like for me to read and other people to read, it's also just the act of you writing it out is going to just like make you want to achieve it even more. So you're just like putting it out there. So leave it in the comments so that I can read it, and then also hopefully it'll help you guys achieve it too, just by putting it into the world. Okay, foundation's done. We're gonna move on to concealer. I have a couple different concealers I'm gonna use today. We're gonna use the Kat Von D or KVD Lock-It Cream Concealer, the Revlon Color Stay Full Coverage Concealer, as well as the Morphe 2 Hide and Peak Concealer. So I'm just gonna kind of use these in different places and mix colors and things like that. So just want to show you guys what I'm using while I talk about the next category. Okay, so next category is finances. So this one, I think I think my overall theme for 2022 is going to be growth, and like, yeah, I think it's gonna be growth. It's gonna be my word for 2022. I feel like I am at a point in my life, I have been for a few years now, where I'm just kind of content and like riding along, but I'm ready to like step things up in all departments, which includes finances. Sorry, my throat's getting a little bit dry here. So with my finances, I feel like right now I am like I said, very just like content. Like, I don't know, I feel like I can get and do a lot of things that I want to do, but I want to step it up and kind of establish a future, because I don't know, we're really bad about like thinking about that kind of stuff and planning for that. I don't know if that makes sense. If anybody knows if anybody feels that same way. Like, I feel like we're very much so like living in the now. When I say we, I probably shouldn't like lump my husband into that, because he may like disagree with that, I don't know. But I'm ready to, like I said, establish, like maybe invest in a few things, make an actual like savings account goal. Like, we add money to our savings account, we have a savings account built up, but it's just like kind of like as we feel. So I would love in 2022 to just kind of like maybe establish a goal each month, like this amount of money or this percentage of our income coming in we put into savings or invest. So that's kind of like where I'm at with my goals and my intentions for my finances for 2022. All right, next category on the list is friends and family. Yeah, I think I really want to make an effort to see my friends and family more this next year, especially after these last couple years where we kind of have all kind of distanced ourselves and pulled away from people and seeing people, and kind of have gotten to be more like hermits, like homebodies. Maybe, I don't know, I think that's, so I want to get back to that, but also I've learned a lot about myself that I do like to be a little bit more introverted and at home, but it's healthy to still make yourself go out and like see people and build relationships. And I think that that would be a really good goal for me, and something that I would love to have it for my life and yeah, in my life. I don't know, that one's like kind of a weird one because like about setting goals. I guess I think I'm thinking of it the wrong way maybe. I don't know, we may come back to that too if I have any more to add to that one. But I think just for the most part, I think that's what I'm gonna go with, you know? Just like making intentional efforts to spend more time with and see both friends and family. All right, we're just gonna blend everything together. I love using this little brush, just kind of brush over everything. It picks up any of the extra product that's on my face. Sometimes you do your foundation and concealer and get a bit heavy. So I just feel like this helps kind of lighten it up a little bit. Doesn't take any of the coverage off, but it just kind of picks up any of that extra product. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, so while we talk about the next topic, I am going to be going in with the Fenty Beauty cream highlighter, and this is in the shade Honey Glaze. It's number 4. I'm getting kind of low on it, but I have plenty to last me for a while yet. Okay, so next topic is environment. This one's a super fun one for me because I'm somebody who like either thrives or can really shut down based on the environment that I'm in. So I have full intentions on creating an environment this next year that is just very peaceful, and also I think along with peaceful, energetic, because I feed off of the environment around me and the people around me. So I want to incorporate like more energy, good energy into my life going into 2022. And my home environment, I think I want my environment outside my house to be energetic and fun and just like living life and like fully living. But I want when I come home for it to be peaceful and clean and just like light. So I am going to be doing a lot of decluttering this next year, and just getting rid of things that I don't need in my life, things that don't make me happy. My clothes, I would love to kind of get, ooh, here, sorry if the lighting is getting weird. I feel like I look goofy. I would love to get my clothes to a level where I have like just like core pieces and going from that, you know what I mean? Like having all pieces that can kind of go together, they can mix and match, but I feel happy with every single thing. I have tons of clothes, and so many times I open up my closet and I'm like, I don't have any clothes. So just establishing that like kind of minimalistic lifestyle, but because I'm a very, very creative person and I thrive on that type of thing, I need to still have options, you know what I mean, to just kind of play around and let my brain like come up with different like unique ideas. So yeah, I think I also, this next year, it's not off this topic about environment, but just because this whole video is just going to be about like my intentions for the year, I think I also need to like feel more comfortable with wearing the things that I like. So a lot of times I feel like I base my outfits based on what other people are going to think of my outfit, where I'm like, oh, if I run into so-and-so, like what will they think of this outfit, or like would this person approve of this outfit? What if I run into that person and they're like, you know, like that's not appropriate, or whatever the case may be. So I think I want to like just go for it and just like do what I want to do for the year. That's my goal for that. Hopefully that one of my topics on this list isn't, you guys already know because you saw the whole thing, but hopefully it's not clothing. I doubt it is. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, I told you guys I was gonna get another color of this e.l.f. Putty Blush, and I did. I picked up the shade Bali, and it's kind of like an orangey red, just like super pretty color, kind of like a spicy color. I feel like that's like a name for this, right? This should be called Spice. And while I apply my blush, we'll go on to the next. Oh, did you guys see him? My sweet boy. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this Wet n Wild brush, it looks like a good brush to use. Next topic is spirituality, and this is another one I think is going to be very big for me for this next year. It's kind of one of my main goals and like intentions that I want to have for 2022 is just building a stronger relationship with God. I feel like I have a fairly good relationship, and I feel like my spirituality is strong. However, I feel like I want to have a stronger and deeper, more intimate relationship with God. So that is going to be kind of my main focus and my main overall like goal for the entire year, because I think that that comes first, and after that everything else is gonna just fall into place. And so yeah, that's my goal there. I would also like kind of along those lines like maybe start going to church a little bit more often. We've kind of gotten really bad habit of in the last probably 6 months, actually ever since, like, because the like churches and stuff like kind of closed over COVID for a little bit. So then like after we could go back again and like actually physically go to church, we got in a bad habit of sleeping in on Sunday mornings. So maybe I'm going to start waking up earlier so that we can go to church. Okay, next topic is physical well-being. This one is another one that's going to be a big one for me for 2022. Since COVID, you guys all know we all gained a little extra weight during COVID, the lockdowns and things, and I still have to, kind of sucks because like I'm at that age where like you kind of naturally start kind of not losing weight as fast and gaining weight a little bit faster. I'm 31 now, so I feel like that kind of is where you kind of start to have to choose not to eat fast food as often, because you notice it. Even just eating fast food one time, it's like, what the heck, I gained like 5 pounds from that. But also like everybody was just gaining weight because we were all stuck at home. So I really want to get more physical this next year. I want to move my body more. I would love to maybe like start running. I ran in high school. I was in track and in cross country, and I loved running. It was one of my favorite things to do. So I think if I just started doing that again, it would be beneficial to me, and not even necessarily for like losing weight, but I'm getting to that age where like you really start thinking about the future of your body and the future of your health and just like taking care of your body. So not that you can't be thinking about that when you're younger, you should be, but you just, it's not like a top priority of your thoughts, you know. But I really want to start taking care of my body and just like nourishing it and giving it all of the things that it needs and things that are going to make it be its best and do what it was intended to do. And I think, see, that's where like the last one with spirituality, how, and like building a relationship with God, I feel like the stronger your relationship is with God, the more you're going to appreciate your body and appreciate what your body does and the body that you were given. So you're going to naturally want to take care of it more. So I just think that, like I said, like that's going to be like my base foundation for the year, and then everything else is going to cycle in and naturally happen. But along with physical well-being, eating, I don't honestly eat terribly, but I just feel like I think there's certain foods that my body doesn't like, and I need to listen to my body this next year and figure out what those foods are, put on a little lip balm, and cut them out of my diet, because I can definitely tell. Like, for example, I notice that when I eat like chicken, I just feel like heavy and weighed down and tired, and food should make you feel good and like, yeah, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm gonna quickly just go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera because they take so long and I can't talk while I do them. That's actually probably the real honest truth. You guys probably wouldn't care. You guys probably would maybe even enjoy watching it, but I can't talk and do them at the same time. So I'm gonna do those off the camera quick, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the last 2 topics when I do my eyeshadow, because I have some really fun, cute ideas for my eyeshadow for today. Okay, brows are done. We're gonna move on to eyeshadow, and I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I kind of want to branch out a little bit and like maybe try some color. So I am pulling out the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm going to focus on using these green colors down here. I also got I think it'll be really fun for New Year's Eve. I also got these cute little e.l.f. Mint Melt eyeshadow quads from my sister-in-law for Christmas. So I thought that in this one, there is some really pretty like sparkly colors on the end. So these two shades here, I think would be really fun to kind of use those as maybe like toppers on top of those colors. So yeah, we're just gonna play around and try to branch out. Whenever I try to like branch out and do something kind of fun and different, I always end up kind of reverting kind of semi back to how I normally do my makeup, but we're gonna try our best. So I'm gonna first go in with just kind of a transition, holy moly, everything's falling down, transition shade, probably one of these like light browns down here, maybe mix it with this cream color and just kind of add a nice just transition space on my eyelid. And we'll go ahead and we'll get into the next topic, which is mental well-being. So this topic, I feel like, okay, oops, I need to fix that little crease there. If you start putting on your eyeshadow and you notice that you have a little crease, make sure you kind of tap it out first. That way you don't set the crease even more. Okay, so this topic is, I feel like, gonna be a little, gosh, I don't know, it's kind of a hard one because I feel like this last year I definitely took a lot of time and really built up my mental well-being and like focus on my mental health, but there's a long way to go yet. Mental health is like so crazy because you can't see it, and you don't know what other people's looks like, so you don't know what's going on in somebody else's brain. So you can't, not that comparing is a good thing, but sometimes comparing is good in the sense that you can kind of see like what's healthy, what's not healthy, what's a healthy relationship, what isn't a healthy relationship, and help put you on the right path for your specific self. But mental health, you can't compare that to somebody else's. So you can't look at your spouse, like I can't look at Tate and say, okay, he's thinking these thoughts or he's not thinking these thoughts that I'm thinking. It makes it hard because you don't know where to, like what's healthy, what's not healthy. Like maybe the thoughts that I'm having are actually healthy, but maybe they're not, you know? Okay, so my goal, I guess, going off of that, is to just keep striving to have the healthiest mental health. I mean, that should be everybody's kind of goal, right? But sometimes that gets lost and pushed to the side. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, we're gonna go in with, I'm gonna start putting teal. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just take this one here and just kind of like pack that on all over my entire lid up to my crease, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna go all over the entire eyelid with it. Okay, kind of going off of the mental health thing, not necessarily growth for the new year or my intentions for it, because my intentions are gonna be just to continue growing. But I kind of want to just like revert back to this last year a little bit because I feel like I did a really good job this last year of controlling my anxiety, and I know that a lot of people struggle with anxiety. So I just thought maybe if I kind of talked about like what that looked like for me a little bit. I don't even really fully know what I did differently that helped control it, but I can think of a few things that I've done that have helped. So yeah, you can keep watching if you want to know what I did, or if you want to just know how I'm going to fix this makeup look because it's looking insane. Okay, so I guess one of the first things that I did is whenever I would start feeling anxious is just really thinking about why I was feeling anxious, and thinking about other times when I get really nervous about storms. I think you guys probably know that if you've watched my channel long enough, but like tornadoes and things, like I've always been terrified of. But, well, not always, just my adult life. When I was a kid, I'm pretty sure that I loved when there was gonna be a tornado. So this last year, whenever there was like a time when there was like maybe like a threat of something and I started feeling anxious. When I start getting anxiety, I get where I feel like everything is just like closing in and it's like this little tiny tunnel and I feel like I'm gonna pass out. So whenever I would feel myself getting that way or starting to get shaky or nervous or feeling like my voice was shaking or I'd physically see my hands start shaking, I would think about how fear's a liar. And how like it's not actually something to be scared about. And just reminded myself that all of the times that I have felt that way before and I was okay afterwards. So just, I don't know, kind of reminding myself that it's just tricks being played in my head and that it's not actual truth. Yeah, so that's kind of the first thing that I did. I don't really feel like this is blending very good, you guys. I'm probably just going to do one side on camera and then do the other side off and come back and then we'll like move on to the next topic. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of things to talk about, you know? Okay, so another thing that I did was, holy cow, look how green that brush got, is I eliminated things that I knew caused anxiety. So if I would watch a scary movie before bed, and notice that like the next day I'd wake up and was so tired and I didn't get a good night's sleep because I was just like tossing and turning and feeling anxious all night long and like not feeling good, then I realized from that if I watch scary movies that it causes that to happen. So stopped watching scary movies before bed, and actually I just stopped watching TV in general. Like in our bedroom, we maybe turn the TV on in our bedroom to fall asleep like 1 or 2 times a year, just like maybe on more fun nights, you know, where it's like we're going to bed really early and we want to enjoy a movie in bed instead of like on the couch. Another thing that I did was I tried to face my fears a little bit and things that caused me to feel anxious or have anxiety. I forced myself to deal with them in the moment. That might not work for everybody. Some people may need to just like step away. So maybe just try it out, see if it works for you. If it doesn't, then don't do it, obviously. But because we're all different. So like something that works for me may not work for you. But I feel like in the moment I absolutely hated it. And I was like, what, like, why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this? But it helped me the next time that I had something like that come up. So just like facing my fears a little bit and trying to also, tell me if this is bad, this is one thing that I've started to do a little bit, is if something is causing me to feel anxious, I will face it, but then I'll also try to distract myself. So like, is that bad? Like, should I be distracting myself or should I face it? Like, if something's happening that's making me anxious, I'll like think about something else instead. Is that good or bad? Because I feel like you're kind of running away from your fears. Let me know if that's good or bad. I also learned over this last year that you can't always trust, like, even if somebody is a professional at something, like you can't always trust them. Shocker, right? But that's just gonna lead me to my next thought based on what I just said before that, which is, even though you may not be a professional on something, so like I just asked you guys to let me know if it's good to run away from that or if it's better to face it. Just because you're not a professional on it doesn't mean that like I can't take that advice from you and try it for myself and to see what works for me. You guys, yeah, you just gotta learn a lot of things. You just have to learn on your own, you know? This is looking insane. This is not looking good. I'm gonna try to, you see how it's like kind of skipping in there a little bit? I think I might have used too dense of a brush for. So the last topic on the list is love. I guess my intentions for love, this one's gonna be kind of a simple one because I feel like it's kind of a more private and intimate, goal to have, but just like in general, I think my goal here, I'm using that one there, my goal and my intention for love is to just, ooh, that's pretty, oh no, is it blurry, you guys? Is to just build up mine and Tay's relationship to be stronger as far as like love with a spouse, loving with other people. I just want to just spread love out into the world and spread love to everybody, not just the people that I guess what I'm trying to say is like spread love even to the people that maybe I don't feel like deserve it, because everybody deserves it. So that's my goal for love for this year. I feel like my focus has like kind of been off. I hope it hasn't been off this whole video. That would really suck. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do this side off camera real quick just so I can get them evened out, and then we'll go in and finish the look up. Okay, so the other eye is done, and I actually think it's kind of pretty in person. I'm gonna go in now with in that little mint palette that I had, the super light mint color right here. I might go in with that on my lower lash line. Typically I don't like to do shadow on my lower lash line, however I feel like since this is a little bit of a heavier look, I almost need to. So I think if I go in with a lighter shade, it might just kind of like round everything out without, ooh yeah, that's pretty, without darkening things up underneath my eye. I know a lot of people like to, and if you're going out tonight and want to do like a darker like under eye smokier look, a little more, you know, NYE festive, go right ahead. Or if you like to do that and think it looks cute on you, go for it. So we are done with the wheel of topics, but I just kind of wanted to, while I finish up and do the finishing touches of my makeup here, I figured we could, I'm gonna go in with that dark shade next to it, maybe just that a little bit on that outer corner, because I don't mind if it's a little darker there. I just don't like when it's dark under here. I just figured though I would end it by kind of just talking about just in general how I would like my year to look this next year. So I'm gonna line my top lash line with a liquid liner. I just want my year though just to in general just be, I just want it to be like a year of, like I said at the beginning, growth and challenging myself to really soul search and search internally for who I'm supposed to be. I feel like I think it's good to just like let things happen naturally, but I also think it's good to push yourself to really like find those things. So I want that to be what my year is to look like. I want it to just be a year of finding myself, finding exactly the person that I am supposed to and meant to be, maybe and just in all aspects of my life, as far as like career, finances, all of those different topics that we talked about today. Who am I as an individual supposed to be? So yeah, that's my overall intention and goal for the year. And I would be curious to know, guys, what your overall intention is for 2022 for yourself. Do you guys have do you guys pick a word each year that you try to like strive for, and like as your like overall like theme for the year? If you do, let me know what your word is down below. Mine, I am definitely leaning towards it being growth. I'll for sure kind of determine what I want my word to be when I do my vision board, but right now I'm really feeling that, and I'm feeling connected to that. And I think this year I want to listen to myself, like listen to the voice inside of me more, and that's kind of just go with that first kind of instinct of what I want. And I think that since growth is standing out so much to me, that's kind of a good first way to explore that part of me. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm trying to decide what I want to do for my lip. This is the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in the shade Trendsetter. I saw a little mini one of that, but I don't... Ooh, that might be kind of pretty. What do you guys think? With this eye, I think it'd be really cute. I have a couple eyeliners here that I want to try out and see which one looks better. This is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in London. That's too light. And this one is the Essence Stay 8 Lip Liner in the shade Because Duh. I think this is the shade that I bought multiple of. Ooh, that's like perfect. Okay, we're gonna line my lips with this one. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna sharpen this tip a little bit. I showed you guys this, but a lot of lip liners, I never knew this until this last year, but you can pull off the bottoms and there's a little sharpener. So I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen that quick and then we'll line my lips. All right, that's sharpened. Let's go ahead and line away. I'm just so excited, you guys, about 2022. I think it's gonna be a good year. I'm big on like numbers and stuff. Like I'm not like somebody who like follows like the moon and astrology and stuff like that. However, I am somebody who like I notice numbers a lot. One of my favorite numbers is 11, and 11 plus 11 is 22. So I think it's gonna be a really good sign for this next year. I think it's gonna be a good year. I'm not gonna even worry about everything going on in the world. Yes, to a point, obviously, but I'm gonna just take this year for myself, and I think that's healthy to do. And sometimes you just have to do that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make me a priority. Ooh, I just lined that really nicely. I don't know if you guys saw that, but like, oh. And also, now that it's a new year, we need to start thinking about what trips we're gonna do this year. We already obviously know about the Dominican because we're going there in just a couple weeks. But I want to plan out the rest of the year's trips. I have to do it in January, kind of like at least get like a general idea. Like, okay, we want to kind of maybe go somewhere local. We want to go somewhere semi far away. We want to leave the country or whatever, just so that I stay on track. So if I don't start thinking about it in January, then all of a sudden it's the next year and it's December and I'm like, oh my gosh, we didn't end up doing anything. So I am excited to sit down with Tate and kind of talk about our ideas. So right before COVID last year, or 2 years ago, 2020, the beginning of the year, I don't know if I really told you guys this, we didn't really tell a lot of people actually, but we had kind of planned to move that year. So, and like make a big move like out of state, and that never happened because we wanted to use that year to kind of just go and explore and see where we felt drawn to. So maybe we'd revisit that again this year. I don't know. I'm just excited for this year, you guys. And I am just using the Rare Beauty mascara. I have this little tiny one that I have, and it is running low, so I need to get a new one ASAP, Rocky. Alright guys, so that is the finished look. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you like this type of video. It's a little bit different and I had fun doing it. I just want to take a quick second to just thank you guys for the last almost 2 years that you have supported me in my channel. It's been really fun and I'm so excited to see where my channel goes this next year. And yeah, I just appreciate your guys' support and all of the comments and likes that you guys leave. It's so sweet. I love reading them. I don't always get back to respond and everything, but I do read everything and I appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do that right meow. And I will be back here on Tuesday with the first vlog of 2022. Alright, I love you guys. Have fun tonight. Stay safe. Make smart decisions. And I love you. Bye.